So good morning, this is open source software and hardware. Course outcomes: to have an introductory knowledge of concept of open and free software and hardware. Introduction of the Arduino hardware, Raspberry Pi, Internet of the Things IoT. To get an in-depth knowledge of Arduino software IDE, simple programs, interfacing of the basic hardware module with the Arduino, to acquire knowledge of interfacing and programming of Arduino for ADC, DC motor, servo motor, Bluetooth, Zigbee, Wi-Fi and PWM programming. To understand the details regarding LaTeX software with its installation, programming, processing, software facilities useful for various document preparation. To understand the details regarding the Scilab software with its installation, programming, processing, console, editor, graphics window, software facilities useful for various technical calculations. To study KiCad as an electronic computer-aided design ECAD tool for designing circuit schematic, electric rule checking, netlist generation, mapping components and designing PCBs. So we are checking the we have discussed the test equal to equal. You can have assignment for single equal and test whether it is equal. That test whether it is equal or not, that is double equal. So this is the assignment. It assigns the value to the variable and it checks whether that variable is having that same value or not. So it is different. It is test double equal. So less than, greater than, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, percentage whether it is true, percentage whether it is false, ampersand, vertical sign and tidal. So this we have seen, isn't it? So this is the example. If suppose x is equal to 1, 2, 5, y equal to 5, 3, 5, then first element is 1, second first element of y is 5. They are not equal. First element of x is 2, second element of x is 2, second element of y is 3, not equal. Third element of x is 5, third element of y is 5. These are equal. Then if x is compared with y, whether x is equal y, that means x is equal to y, then answer will be f, because first element is not equal, so it is false. Second element is not equal, so it is false. And third element is same, equal, so it is true. So false, false, true is the answer if x equal y. Similarly, there is equal and tidal is equal, not is equal. Tidal is not. In that case, we have to use the vectors for comparing. Is equal x comma y, tidal is equal, not is equal x comma y. Whether x and y are equal, no, so it is false. Whether x and y are not equal, yes, it is not equal. Not equal is correct, so it is true. Because all three elements matches together, then they are equal. X and y equal. If one of the element is not matching, two of the elements are not matching, x and y not equal. So not equal is true, but equal is false. Okay. Then if then else, these as usual, similar to any of the software, C, C++, or we have seen in Arduino software, we have seen in the embedded C programming software. If, then, else, end. If, then, else if, joint else and if, then and else and end. So these are the if constructs we have discussed already. If then must be written on the same line, likewise else if then. Okay. Example, suppose 3 dices are there. Dice, we throw the dice and on the surface, the upper surface of the dice, the number whatever coming, we are considering that as a received number. So dice will have 6 spaces and 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you throw the dice, one of the number will come upside. So if 3 dice are thrown simultaneously, then if all 3 dice get 6 number, all 3, then there will be 20 gift of 20 rupees or $20, or it will be winning $20. If identical numbers are there, that is all 3 dices will have 1, 1, 1 or 2, 2, 2 or 3, 3, 3 or 4, 4, 4 or 5, 5, 5 or 6, 6, 6, then there will be $10. And if identical numbers two are there, two identical number. That means one dice will have one number, other dice is also having one number. Third dice may not have one number. If one dice is having two number, second dice is having two number, and one more dice is not having two numbers. Similarly, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Third will be different number. In that case, $5. So this program, if you want to write, we can consider this grand and unique D and length of the vector. Okay, so grand will check on the page number 22. Okay, so how to generate this vector rather or matrix. Okay, and this is used to generate the effect of dice throwing. So there will be 3 dices, 1 to 3, and numbers on each will have 1 to 6. So these are the limits given. Okay. So this is giving just the same effect of the dice. So 3 dices will be there, 1 to 3, and each dice will have any number from 1 to 6. So it will be generating 3 different numbers stored in the D. Okay. So unique is identifying whether if there are 3 same numbers, 6, 6, 6 are 3 same numbers, then if unique D is there, then output will be single 6 number, because 3 are unique. So how many unique number are there? Only one unique number is there, that is 6. If 6, 6, 5 is there, then how many unique number are there? One is 6 and other is 5. Okay, unique number. If 2 6s are there, out of that one unique number 6 is there, one 5 is there, out of that one 5 unique number is there. So unique number 6 and 5. If all three are different, 3 different unique numbers are there. So unique is identifying unique number. And length of vector, any vector, length of D is given, then 3 numbers are there, 3 elements are there, answer will be 3. Okay. If length of unique of D is given, first it calculates unique of D. If 3 6s are there, unique of D is only 1 6. So element is only 1. Then length of unique of D will be 1. Similarly, if 6 6 5 is there, there are 2 unique numbers 6 and 5. Then unique D will give 6 and 5. Then length of unique of D will give 2 numbers. And if all 3 numbers are different, suppose 6 is there, 5 is there, 4 is there. Okay. All 3 numbers are different. Then unique of D also will have same. 6 is one unique number, 5 is one unique number, and 4 is one unique number. So unique of D also having 3 elements, and length of unique of D will give 3. Here it will give 1, it will give 2, here it will give 3. So the program will be first generate D with these 3 numbers. Okay, any 3 numbers between 1 and 5. If D equal, it checks whether it tests whether D is having 6 6 6. Then it is W equal to 20. Else if 3 same number, we can use length of unique of D. So that will generate first unique of D means how many unique number are there. For that it will generate only one number. If all 3 are same, unique number is only 1. Then unique D is only one number. Then length of D can be found out. If it is 1, then W is 10. Okay, it will check like this. If 2 numbers are generated, that means 2 unique number is there. That for that one unique number is there, and other third is not same. So for that one more unique number is generated. So number of elements are given 2. So if length of unique of D is 2, that means 2 numbers are same. Then W is 5. Otherwise W is 0. And then display this alias means is string plus string W. W is converted into string plus. So W is whatever value, 20, 10, 5, whatever is coming. and dollars. So in this way the program can be written. Then there will be a plot command. Two-dimensional, three-dimensional plot commands are there. So two-dimensional plot commands requires two values. One is x and one is y. And three-dimensional plot command will require third value, that is z. Okay. So x, y and z. Three commands, three values are required. X, y and z. Isn't it? So this becomes three-dimensional graph. And two-dimensional 2D and 3D plots are drawn with the help of plot. So we require, suppose this plot we consider, there are 5 points. First point x is there, first point y is there, so we'll have the coordinate x1, y1. Similarly, another point x is there, another point y is there, so we'll requiring x2, y2, and similarly all 5. We can indicate it with this symbol or circle symbol or field circle symbol, empty circle symbol, plus symbol, asterisk symbol, isn't it? So symbol also we can take, or full stop like symbol, and we can continue, join this. This is the graph drawing process. Similarly, we can have the colors for these symbols and graph. So all these can be given to plot. So for colors, B is a blue. It is by default. If you do not give it, automatically it will take the blue color. If K is given, it is drawing the plot in the black. R is given, it is drawing the plot in the red. G is green, C is cyan, M magenta, Y yellow, W white. And point styles will be, if you are giving full stop, it will draw the graph with the full stop. If you are giving plus sign, it will draw the graph with plus sign. If you are giving 0 or O, it will draw the graph with O. X, it will draw the graph with X, or we can call it as a cross. And asterisk, you can draw the graph with asterisk. So like this, hollow circle, filled circle, plus sign and asterisk sign. And these are shown as a graph points. So here I am showing as a cross graph point, isn't it? So now presently we are drawing a cross graph, isn't it? So similarly, S, D, W, S, D, V less than greater than, these symbols. S is a symbol, yes, 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 and then join it. So like this also there. Then D, 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 and join it. So this graph will be like this, or less than, less than, less than, join it. This type of the graph. So here plot is there, plot first value, second value, and then inverted comma dot R. Okay, so symbol is used the dot and color is used the red. So if you observe here the output on the graph window, so this is the symbol dot and color is red, where x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. So x and y are 1 and 2. So x is 1, y is 2. In this way it is drawn, but command is plot into bracket x value, y value, dot. Now here one x and one y value is given. Instead of that, we can give the vector of x value, vector of y value, but vector should match, because how many elements are there in x, same number of elements should be there on the y, otherwise it will give error. Okay, so suppose 5 x coordinates we have given, the length of the vector of x vector is 5, then y vector must have same length. Okay, so similarly here the two vectors are given, x and y. One is having value 1 and 3, second is having value 2 and 5, but no color and no symbol is mentioned, so it will take by default like this. Okay, blue color and this. So it is plotting 1 with 2, 1 will have 2 value and 3 x will have 5 value. So we can find it in this graph. 1 on x will have 2 in y value, isn't it? And similarly 3 on x value will have 5 in y value. Okay, so in this way. So 1, 3, 2, 5. Okay, 1, 3, 2, 5. Similarly, any number of value vector you can give. Here you can give 10 different element, and y also will have 10 different elements. So that much graph will be drawn. Then the plot of plane curves will be there. Suppose any curve is there, you want to draw the circle, you want to draw the ellipse, okay, hyperbola, parabola, those equations we can use. And for that we have to use the line space, ABN. Line space is a command in which A is given, B is given, and N is given, where A is the smallest value of x and b is the highest value of x, and n is the number of values calculated between a and b. Suppose a is given 1, b is given 5, and number of values are 5. Then how many values are calculated? 5 values from 1 to 5. So values will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if n is suppose 3, the number of values will be 3. So 1 is calculated, 3 is calculated, 5. Only 3 values are there. So suppose n is 2, then only 2 values are calculated. 3 is not taken. Only 1 is there and 5 is there. Okay, in this way. So within the range, how many values are there? That is indicating n. And a and b indicates the range. And do not forget to put this semicolon. Otherwise, for very large vectors, that is 100 value, 1000 value vectors, it will display all the values, 1000 values. So to avoid such very long display, we have to put the semicolon always. Okay, put the semicolon. If you do not put the semicolon, it will display it and it will cover all the screen. So you can have this equation, you can have this equation, and you can plot it. So suppose this is equation, example. So plot is like this. This is equation, sine of x by 2. This is a plot. And this plot is with green. This plot is with red. So both the plot can be plotted on same plot with the help of CLF command. The CLF command was cleared through the clear figure. Okay. So previous command is clear. Previous plot is clear, and the same plot is used for drawing these two plots simultaneously. So these are simultaneous drawing of two different plots. So before that, the same plot is used by clearing the figure window. Okay, it was cleared the plot first, and then otherwise the previous plot is kept as it is and new plots are overwritten. Then suppose sequence are there for point. So you can have the un sequence or n equal to 1 to 50. Okay. So un equal to, suppose n equal to 1 to 50, this is the increment symbol or operator is there. We have discussed it. We can give step also 1 to 50. If step is not given, it is assuming by default 1. So 1 to 50 in n it will store 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 50. So there are total 50 numbers in n vector, and un will be 0.8 raised to n. So minus 0.8 power to n. N is a vector, and then it will calculate 50 different values and it will put into the sequence u of n. And then we can clear figure and plot u. U of n is there, it is a vector. N is 1, u of n 1 will be whatever value, minus 0.8 raised to 1. U of n is 2, u of 2 will be minus 0.8 raised to 2, and so on. Then plot u, only u is plotted. So in that case, it assumes the x value by default 1 to 50. It assumes the value 1 to 50 by default. Okay. So if you are not giving x, it is assuming 1 to 50 by default values, and whatever values calculated in u, those will be plotted on the y. So you can observe this graph here. Okay. So on y, u is plotted. On x, automatically or by default 1 to 50 values are taken. Okay, linearly. If we are not mentioning in the plot equation, it is automatically taking it. Then bivariate statics is statistical data is there. These are the two vectors and plotted. This symbol is used less than, and you can assume here that symbol is used to plot. If that symbol is used given, that symbol is used to plot, isn't it? You can check these symbols. Less than symbols are there. Okay, so these are the bivariate statistical data. So for 1 it will y will have value 8, for 3 it will have value 7. Any statistical data is there, so it is random. So for 3 it is having value 5, for 7 it is having value 5, for 7 it is having value 3, say 4, for 9 it is having value 2, and so on. 10 it is having value 2. Okay. So three-dimensional plot is there. Scilab can be used to plot the surfaces and curves in the space. Many options for the such drawing of surfaces and faces are there. We can give the hidden faces, we can give the face, the colors, we can have the points of view. Okay, different points of view. You must have drawn in the graphics point of view, isn't it? So graphics you have to draw the isometric views, etc. So there we require the viewpoint. The following examples will illustrate the 3D plots. Suppose the SURF function can be used for plotting the surfaces. The function has three inputs x, y and z. Obviously it is three-dimensional plots, that means it must have three inputs. X and y are respectively vectors of size m and n. Okay, and corresponding to points on the axis ox and oy. Okay, z is a matrix of dimension n cross m or n into m. Because x is of m value, y is of n value, z must have dimension n cross m with elements z, I, j corresponding to the height of point with coordinates xi and yj. Okay, so that means xi is there, yj is there. Okay, so points are there. So suppose this is one point, this is other point, this is other point. Okay, so this is y value, this is x value. So xi, yj, these are the two values. And third value is z. How much height is there for this graph? Okay, like this. This is the height for z value for this point graph. This is z value for this. This is the z value for this graph, isn't it? Point. So y value, x value are there. This is the y value. This is the x value. Suppose y must be perpendicular. And this is z value. Okay, so three values are there, but y will have vector, x is vector. Suppose x is m elements are there, y n elements are there, then z is a matrix of m cross n. Okay, z must be matrix of m cross n corresponding the height of the point with x coordinate xi and y coordinate yi. Okay. To plot the surface defined by the function of form z equal to f of xy, it is necessary to define function f. Function f can be defined by calculate z equal to f eval x, y, f. So f is defined. F transpose is there. You can carefully, if you look here, it is transpose is there. Okay. transpose. So this is the command. So we have to give like this. Then FUL XYF returns the M cross N matrix whose IJ elements is F XIYJ, which will be transposed by using single quote. So this is the transpose. And execute surf. Then surf XYZ. Execute XYZ. First you have to define the function f. Z is equal to f x comma y. Okay. Then calculate z. F eval x y f. And then execute surf x comma y comma z. And if function is defined f x comma y, z is equal to this equation, ellipse equation is there, or elliptic paraboloid equation is there. You can define the circle, you can define 2x square plus y square. 2 into 2 asterisk x hat 2, 2x square plus y hat 2, y square. Function is defined, end function is there. So this is the z equal to f x comma y. X and y are arguments. These we have discussed how to define function, isn't it? Then x is a line space -1 to 100 with the step of 1, -1 to 100 with step of 1. Y is a line space -2 to 200 with step of 2. F eval is x comma y comma f transpose. So f is evaluated. CLF figures are cleared and surf XYZ. Surface is created like this. Okay. The surface is created like this. X will be there on this side, Y will be there on this side, and Z is there. Okay. So this is X, this is Y, and this is Z. And the parabolic surface is drawn like this. This is the paraboloid surface. So you can give different equations. You can define different function equations. The curves also can be there. Param D 3D. Okay. So param 3D has 3 arguments x, y, and z. And each vector has same dimension. Each vector has same dimension corresponding to point xy, yi, zi. Here x and y and also z will have same dimension. In the surf case, xy will be having vector, 2 vectors, and z is a matrix which is found out by f eval. In this case, x, y, z are having same dimension. Suppose to plot the helix, we have to define x is cos of t, y is a sin of t, and z is equal to t. So t will be any vector. You can take 10 values, 5 values, 15 values, 20 values. Accordingly, it will plot. 20 elements, 20 or 15 elements, 16 elements, whatever. And cos of that each element, sin of that each element will have same number of elements. X will have 15, Y will have 15, Z will also have 15 values. All should have same dimension. So suppose T is a line space 0 to 4 into pi, 4 pi, 0 to 4 pi. 0 to 100 with the step size of 4 pi. Okay, 0 to 100 with step size of 4 pi. Pi is a 3.40. Param D, cos t, sin t, and t. T we have defined. Then cos t, sin t, and t is given. So this will draw this figure. Okay. So this plot will be there. So on the x side, y side, and z side, it will draw the param D. Okay, 3-dimensional plot. Then grand we have used previously 1 comma p comma inverted comma double quote uin comma m comma n. Okay. It returns a vector of p random integer sequence 1 comma p. So it returns p different values random. Okay, between m and n. Between m and n. M आणि n च्या मधले minimum value m, maximum value n. Okay, grand 1, 4, un 1 to 6. Okay. M and n integers where m must be less than or equal to n. M must be less or equal to n. N must be always higher than m or equal. So this is p different integer values, okay, between m to n, 1 and 6, between 1 and 6. So t will be 3, 1, 3, 6. Okay. Because 1 to 4 values are there. How many values are there? 1 to 4. Total values are 4. Okay. Instead of UIN, you can give UNF. Okay. So it returns a vector of p random real sequence. Integer, if you want, UIN. And if you have real numbers, you can have UNF, real sequence. Okay, between A and B. A and B. So 1 to P. 1 to P. 1 to 2, if it is there, 2 numbers will be generated. First number up to 2. 1 to 4 is there, first number to 4 number. Total 4 numbers are generated. So UNF is real numbers. Minus 1 to 1. These are the limits. Okay. A and B are real numbers. Okay. Limits. Minus 1 to 1. B also should be, always should be more than or equal to A. Again the same. Then for statistics we can have the bar graph, bar x comma n comma color. So this is the bar graph. Okay. Here we can give the 10 different numbers. Suppose x is 1 colon 10. N will have 10 different values. X and n will should have same values of number of elements. Then you can have bar x comma n, because x is the x coordinate and y is the n is the y coordinate. So for each x coordinate there must be some magnitude, some value. So x and y must have same element, and the command is bar into bracket x comma n. Okay. Similarly, you can have the bar graph for two different vectors. Suppose x is the x coordinate 1, 2, 5. So 1 is there, 2 is there, 5 is there. And n1 will have accordingly 3 values, n2 will have accordingly 3 values. n1 is having 5, 10, 5 values, 6, 8, 7 values. And you can plot on x axis the two different y values, n1 and n2. So simultaneously one will show one color, blue, another will show other color, bottle green. Isn't it? So you can have simultaneously you can have two bar graphs or more. Then we can have, suppose this is the matrix, 2 by 3 matrix is there, and if you type m, it will display all the values. Okay. Now suppose we want to assess the elements. If you want to assess the elements, means if you want to check only one row or one column, okay. Okay. Then this is m. What is m? M is defined like this. M equal to into square bracket 1 space 2 space 3 semicolon 4 space 5 space 6. So space gives different column value and semicolon gives next row. Okay. So the same command can be typed like this. Instead of space you can give the comma also, 1 comma 2 comma 3 semicolon 4 comma 5 comma 6. So this is m. M will have the matrix 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay. Our first column is 1 4, second column is 2 5, third is 3 6. So if you write the coordinate values of the matrix m into bracket 2 comma 3, so second row and third column 2 comma 3, it is 6 value. Second row, third column value is 6. Similarly, m comma 2 comma m 2 comma 3 equal to 23. So it will change 6 value, 2 comma 3, 6 value into 23, and now m becomes 1 2 3 4 5 23. Okay, we can assign the value. So if this colon operator is used, then it can show the initial to final all the values. Suppose m is there, second row and all the columns, colon is there, that means all the values. So what is second row? 4 5 23. So value will be 4 5 23 displayed. Similarly, if you want to check the column instead of row, you can write m column comma 3, that is third column, all the rows. So this is first column, this is second column, this is third column, all the rows 3 and 23. So 3 and 23 are shown. Okay. Similarly, transpose, m transpose. Okay, the single quote is used for transposing this. So whatever the matrix is there, 1 2 3 in first row, 4 5 23 in the second row will become column. Okay, so in this column 1 2 3 and in this column 4 5. So row will now become 1 4 2 5 and 3 23, isn't it? So it is transposition. Then operators, multiply and divide, metric operators. We can make the calculation element wise, element to element. Okay, suppose A is 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and B is 1 1 1 1 1 2. So B is 1 1 2, isn't it? Because it is semicolon. B is 1 1 2 means 3 comma 3 cross 1, 3 into 1. And what is its dimension? What is its dimension? 2 comma 2 cross 3. So we can multiply A into B, because 2 cross 3, 3 cross 1. It will give 2 cross 1. These are the matrix multiplication rules. Okay. A into B. We will get 3, 21. Matrix multiplication. But A into A, it will give error, because dimensions are not consistent. A into A, what is 2 into 3 into 2 into 3. So A into B will have 2 into 3 dimension, and second dimension 3 into 1. So this internal dimensions will lapse and result will have 2 into 1. So this 2 and this 1. This is having result dimension 2 into 1. And here we can find result dimension is 2 into 1. But in case of A into A, the dimensions are A will have 2 into 3 and again A 2 into 3. Sorry. So these dimensions are not agreeing. So 3 is not equal to 2. So this will give error in the matrix calculation. That we know, isn't it? So we can use A dot star instead of A star or A asterisk A. You can use A dot asterisk A. Dot is a element wise operator. Okay, element wise operator, we have to put a dot before operating sign. So dot star is there, dot divide is there, dot slash is there, dot asterisk is there, dot slash is there. Okay. So A dot A means each element is multiplied by the similar element. So first row first column element of one matrix and first row first column element of other matrix. You can give A dot A dot star A or A dot star B. B and A must be same dimension. So 1 will be multiplied by 1, 2 will be multiplied with 2, 3 will be multiplied with 3. So square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is 2, square of 3 is 9, 16, 25, 36. So these are the values 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. Similarly, we can have the operation on each element like this 2 into A. But before that, each element is added with 2. So 1 is added with 2, that becomes 3 into 2 is 6. Similarly, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 is there, 2 is added with 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8. The 3 is added with 2, 5, 5 into 2, 10. Then 4 is added with 2, 6, 6 into 2, 12. 5 is added with 2, 7 into 2, 14. 6 is added with 2, 8 into 2, 16. In this way, A slash A gives the matrix X for which X star A is result is like this 1001, isn't it? Identical matrix, isn't it? If we multiply the matrix with A, we will get A, identical matrix. So A by A is identical matrix. Okay, same matrix divided by C. For that reason, there is a limitation of calculation accuracy. It will not give 0 computer, but it shows very small number. Okay, 1.5 10 raised to minus 16 is very small number. So this is approaching 0. But we can have the bitwise operation also. If A is there, dot slash means that same element is divided by same element. So each will result will give each element 1. So 1 to 4 if you take 1 to 3 4, C into C error will be there. But element wise C into C it will give value. 1 2 3 4 1 1 into 1 2 1 2 into 2 4 3 into 3 9 4 into 4 16. Element wise we can do because both are having same dimension. 1 upon C. Okay, this is we find the vector x with C into x is 1. Okay, similarly dot slash is there. 1 upon 1 1 1 upon 2 1 upon 3 1 upon 4 1 divided by dot slash C. So these are some of the matrix operations. Okay, so we have seen the Scilab details. Okay, Scilab for very beginners. So remaining special functions we can check afterwards. Okay, utilities, display, these we have discussed already. Okay, some might have missed, but these we have discussed. Many of these we have discussed. You can check this. SQRT we have discussed, log, exponential, absolute, integer, floor, ceiling. Floor, ceiling we have not came across, but remaining we have discussed. I think absolute is also not discussed, or I do not remember. Absolute is absolute value, converting negative is to positive. Then factorial we have seen in the help. Grand just we have seen. Sum is the addition of all this here. And cumulative sum. Cumulative means previous value also retained and new value added to that. Cumulative. Just like your result, CGPA, SGPA, cumulative grade point is there, semester grade point. Semester and cumulative. Cumulative means all the semester together. Semester means only for that semester. SGPA, CGPA. Similarly here, cumulative values. Cumulative sum. Length of V just we have discussed. Then G sort mean bar we have discussed though. Okay. Random not discussed, floor not discussed. CLF we know, plot we know, line space we are knowing, surf we are knowing, bar we are knowing, plot we are knowing, display DISP we are knowing. X click and SCF we have not discussed. You can check it. What is it? Utilities, unique we have discussed, sum, product, find, display, string, format, zeros, FUL, help. Okay, tick and talk. Start the clock, stop the clock, tick tock. This is for calculating or measuring the time variable. If you want in some program some time variable, you can use tick tock. Okay, time initialization and time ending, stopping, starting and stopping. Suppose one program is running and it ending, how much time it takes we can calculate. So start of the program you can execute tick, and at end of the program you can execute talk, and you can find what is the time elapsed. So in this way, Scilab we have discussed. Scilab is a science laboratory. We can have the installation details we have discussed. Environment console window is there, then calculations can be done into that. Menu bars are there on that. The editor is there, graphics window is there, help window is there. There is a workspace for observing variable. There is a history of the commands. Then the file folders. Okay, details can be there. Then we have seen the variables, assignment and displaying, what are the loops, what are the tests, what are the plots, 2D, 3D, how matrices and vectors can be used, and we have discussed the display of the plots also, analysis, probability, statistics, utilities we have just seen, not discussed. Scilab we can download from this. It is open source software. It is available under Windows, Linux, Mac OS. All the three operating systems, it is having the software package of the Scilab. For Windows, you have to download the Scilab, which is useful for installing into Windows. For Linux, you have to download the Scilab, which is useful to install into Linux. And for Mac OS, you have to download the Scilab, which is useful to install into Mac. That means for Windows, for Linux and for Mac, different packages we have to download. So same package you have downloaded cannot be installed into Windows, Linux and Mac. If you exam we are asked, so suppose Windows you have one package you have installed on the window, and now you are having two more desktops, one is of Linux and one is of Mac. Is it possible to install it on the same package on the Linux or Mac? So you can answer it, isn't it? So three different operating systems require three different packages which are installable into those respective operating systems. Okay. So there are a lot of resources we can go and we can have the documentation of this. We can check in those documents. Whatever we are discussing now is also one more of the document on the Scilab. So we are using this document as the Scilab document. Similar lot of documents are there in the support documentation. So this is to support the users, the programmers of the Scilab. Okay. The support documentation is there, so you can check those. For examination, you can use this documentation we have discussed from this. As we know, console is there, editor is there, graphics window is there, embedded window is there. These are the familiar Scilab windows. So this is the console and this is called prompt, isn't it? So this is a prompt. In front of prompt, you can write the command and press the enter button. In case of Windows and Linux, it is called enter, and in case of Mac, it is called return button. Okay. Then command will be executed. If the command is executed, it will show the variable ANS and value. If the variable is not defined. If the variable is defined, it will show the variable name, suppose A, B, C, D or whatever equals that value. Okay. If the command is given delimiter ending with semicolon, it will not display anything. So if semicolon is used, no display is there. Okay. This is the console. Then this is the file folder. This is the variable browser. Here we can get the different variables presently available on in the workspace or the previous variables which were defined and used previously. This is the command history. It will show all the commands we have executed on the console, and it will show the history when it is executed. If you want to execute any of these commands again, you can use the up down arrow, or if you want to execute other commands, if you can use the left right arrows, isn't it? So this is a prompt. You have to give the command on the prompt and use the enter key or return key. So if command is given and it is not having semicolon, it will give values. Okay, like this. If there is a semicolon, it will not give the value. Okay. If there is a semicolon, it will not give any value. But same is without semicolon, it will give the value. So this percent sign is used to represent a particular numbers. There are exponential, pi or I, complex imaginary number. Like numbers are there. One more thing, Scilab is case sensitive. If SQRT small letter is there and if you use the SQRT capital letter, it will give error. So it is case sensitive. Case sensitive means what? It is recognizing, identifying which case is there. So we have to respect the case. So SQRT is in the small letters, you have to give the command in small letter only. We cannot use one of the letter or all the letters as a capital letters. It will give error. So these things we have discussed already. So this is the example. Ready-made functions we can use. Exponential, factorial functions are there. exp10 divided by factorial 10. We will find the exponential of 10 and we can find the factorial of the 10. And we have the division. So answer will be displayed. Because no semicolon is given here. No semicolon is given, answer will be displayed. Isn't it? If semicolon was there, no answer will be displayed. We can use the tab key also. If you give the function name, first FACT and press the tab key, you will get all the ready-made functions or keywords available in the Scilab, and we can choose Suppose fact is there, factorial is there, factor is there, or fact. We have pressed the tab. Likewise, automatically it will be completed, auto completed. If more than one is there, we can select also. If single is there, it is auto completed. Okay, you can change the color of the console, font of the console, etc. We can pause the program by using control interrupt, and we can resume the program. You can stop the program completely by control abort. Okay. What editor is doing? Editor is used to write the program. Editor is used to edit or write the program. Isn't it? Editor window, drop down windows, all these we have seen. Backslash, two backslash are used for comment. Okay. Saving the file, how to save the file, how to execute the file. What do you mean by no echo, with echo? Okay. The caret selected with echo. We have discussed it. Just check once again. Then graphics window is there, plot command we can have. We have discussed this, we have seen this. We have to erase the plot command with the CLF. Yes, we have discussed the SCF also. At the end we have listed this. SCF I was telling it was not discussed, but we have discussed it. SCF. So SCF is to set the current figure. Suppose there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 different graphics windows are there, and suppose in 7th graphics window you have to add one more graph. You can set the graphics figure, current figure. The CF into bracket 7 if you give, then that will select that 7th graphics, and then if you plot it after that, plot will go to 7th graphics window, selected graphics window. Okay, so we can select the graphics window also, SCF, isn't it? So open another graphics window, type SCF, set the current figure, set current figure. Current figure, whatever the current figure is there, in that current figure, the plot will be executed. Graph will be drawn. Magnifying glass is there. We can use that magnifying glass for zooming the plot or unzooming it. Then there is icon like this for rotating the figure, and it is useful for particular 3-dimensional. In 2-dimensional it is not having any use, but it is only useful rotation in the 3-dimensional figure. We can use figure property or axis property also for modifying the axis. We can have the help in the help window. So you can go to my lectures on the use installation of there we can have the Scilab. There we can have the details. I think for first, second lecture, details on the help. So help, and if you put the function name, then directly it goes to that particular function. Otherwise, if you click the executed the help, then it will first go to help, and then you have to find which function you have to search for. So you can dock the windows. Docking means putting the windows appropriately one after other, etc. Like this. You can have the docking like this. You can have the graphics window like this. Console editor is like this. Okay. Or you can dock it like same thing. You can dock. Console is here. Editor is here, graphics is here, variable browser is here, command history is here, and previously console, command history, variable browser, command history, and file folders are there, and these are not docked. Graphics and editor are not docked, and you can dock it also. Here they are docked. That means appropriately placed. And programming variable, etc. we have discussed. Okay. So I think we have completed the 5th chapter today for open source software and hardware. We'll stop here for today, and tomorrow we'll start the 6th chapter, that is KiCad or KiCad. Okay. Uh, we are taking KiCad also very short, so that now for the exam period is very close, examinations, and less preparation period is there. So whatever we discuss in the next lecture or next to next, that some brief portion will be there, short portion, and that will be for the examinations. So we'll meet tomorrow again for the open source software hardware. After this lecture, we will continue the embedded system. Okay. Thank you.